Hello and welcome to Super Smash Bros. League. Week 3. I'm Snuffy Sam and I'm joined today by...
Malachi.
And let's take a look at those standings. Pretty interesting. There's only 2 teams that are undefeated and 2 teams that haven't gotten a win.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is probably going to be the... it only gets more complicated from here, folks. I'm just gonna say that. My prediction is that it won't be this easy to determine who gets eliminated and who gets the bye week at the end of the season.
Yeah, well, and I mean, especially when you consider that I believe our 2 undefeated teams are facing each other this week.
No, other way around.
Or is it other way?
Yeah, the 2 teams that don't have a win yet. So at the end of this week, we are guaranteed to have 1 team with 0-3. So, it'll suck for that team, but, you know, it had to happen to someone.
Yeah, it did, but, you know, hey, before you know it, they'll, you know, especially if it's like third wheels, you know, they still have plenty of time to turn it around and go, you know, 8-3 by the end of the season.
It's true. And, yeah, looking at the 2 teams that are 2-0, Beefcakes and Athletes, it's very interesting. Like, I mean, I'm not too surprised that Beefcakes are the top-ranked team, given that they were last season, but Athletes are really doing well.
Yeah, I mean, they're not a bad team. They had a lot of changes over the off-season, and I think while they were supporterless for about a week, like that supporter still put them on a really good path, and
well,
you know, it's just
those 2 wins had no supporters. Those 2 wins were my builds, but
oh, fair. Well,
anyway,
you got them on the right track then.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into that first match. So match 1 is Super Bash Sisters versus Team Retro. So both of these are 1-1 teams. Team Retro, I mean, they beat Third Wheels and lost to Classic Mode Champions. They've had a pretty tough first couple weeks. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, both teams I think can pull this off. Like, they both had really interesting matches. Like, I think last week Super Bash Sisters had let's be real, they were winning that, and then Duck Hunt showed up.
Yeah, that is true. That, like, they just happened to have 2 characters at the end who could not deal with Duck Hunt at all.
Yeah, yeah, Duck Hunt is, you know, who knows, maybe, I personally, you know, I don't care if that's a one-off performance until the off-season at this point, but, you know, it's interesting. Like, I feel like this can go either way, because Retro is still significantly improved, and, you know, Super Bash Sisters, they're still looking scary.
Yeah, although something interesting for Super Bash Sisters is that they have a bit of a hired gun this week. They brought on Min Min. For the 3rd week in a row, someone's hired Min Min.
And I believe all 3 weeks it's been by a team that could have them, right?
No. This is the first time, actually. First week was Pintsize, second week was Third Wheels.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so she's just a bit too tall for Pintsize, and she's definitely not third party.
Yeah.
No third party companies making arms.
But yeah, let's jump into it. Let's see how this goes.
Yep, Super Bash Sisters versus Team Retro. And we're starting off with Zero Suit Samus versus Peach. Peach, of course, being a former member of Super Bash Sisters, so that's interesting.
Yep.
I guess something else interesting is we could have Marth fight as Echo. if things go really, really badly for one team.
This is true. It would have to be really, really bad for them.
Yep. And we're starting here on Norfair Battlefield. Interesting map for Super Bass Sisters to pick. I think they kind of didn't like how Luigi's Mansion for them did last week. I think that was more of a benefit for Duck Hunt than anything.
I cannot blame them for switching to a different map.
Yeah. And
yeah, they're super. Samus is doing pretty good.
yeah, they're pretty much blow for blow. Peach is on a slight lead, but Zero Suit Samus just took that back. It's now basically exactly even.
Yeah, I mean, Zero Suit Samus is keeping it close, and
she survived with her Sothis this time. She gets an extra life. There you go.
Yeah.
And Peach's Great Fairy, Baby Sothis, does activate, so they both get that healing off. Peach might get a second chance to heal soon, assuming Zero Suit Samus doesn't use her Final Smash and kill her. So that could be interesting.
Oh yeah. So does Great Fairy heal anytime it hits 100?
No.
Or
it's
the other?
That is the other opportunity Peach has.
Oh, duh.
Oh, Peach, get the peaches, Peach, get them, and she's dead.
Oh.
And Zero Suit Samus has those all to herself.
Now,
and
is she going to use them? Yep.
Yep. And she's protecting the third. She doesn't really need it anyway. That low percent bit. So that was not a great. That was bad timing from the finals from Peach. Well, yeah. Like if she had gotten those peaches, she would have survived the final smash and probably done decent damage to Zero Suit Samus. But because she didn't, Zero Suit Samus was able to heal to full health, and now Super Bass Sisters is basically a character in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of rough because even if her final smash, she'd let that loose just a little bit later, like she could have put Zero Suit Samus to sleep, and that would have been, that could have been such a game changer. Or could have been nothing. She could have decided to attack Zero Suit Samus and got hit with the final smash.
Yep.
No.
We're here on Great Bay, which is Retro's home map.
Yeah, and Zero Suit Samus is just taking it to Retro. Like, they just... Like, I don't think this will be a sweep by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, Martha's already at 80% damage.
Yeah, I mean, credit where it's due. He's brought Zero Suit Samus back up to 80%. Like, he's not... If he was facing, like, Zero Suit Samus, like, just, like, raw, like, that... He wouldn't be, like, super behind, but, I mean, the fact that, like, she's on no build to begin with, like she's lost her Sothis already.
Yeah.
I think Marth really needs to get a kill here if he wants to bring it back for his team.
Oh, no, he absolutely needs to.
Oh, but he doesn't! Zero Suit Samus takes it, and she's getting pretty close to her final smash again.
Oh man, that would be, like, honestly, the best thing she can do is just get that final smash, immediately throw it out, and just to knock in that damage.
Yeah, exactly. And here we have Simon taking out Zero Suit Samus.
Oh,
and
no.
stage morph kill. That is not good for Retro.
That is not what you want to see happen. But hey, look, on the right side, you have a new stat for the spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's true. And, Isabel's in. We might not even see Min Min. Pac-Man has already taken massive damage.
Yeah, he's really struggling against Village Isabel.
Yeah.
That's gonna not be good for that's just not good at all for Retro.
Yeah, like they need to not be like this behind against Isabelle. Like, Pac-Man needs to get that damage in and get rid of her quickly in order to bring this back.
Yeah, and I just don't see that happening unless Pac-Man starts turning it around now. Like, he just can't deal with her.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
not quite sure.
I think Isabelle's just the better Meloetta user. Like, she's just feeling too much.
I have to agree. Like, I think it's just she's the better Meloetta user, and like Pac-Man's timing just seems to be really weird.
I mean, this will do something, but it does not. Oh, nah, she can recover from that.
Oh, so close.
And she's almost at her final smash, too, which is gonna cause some problems for Pac-Man if he gets hit by it.
If he gets hit, he's dead. I mean, there's no two ways about that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's some really weird stage morph shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he manages to hold out until the stage morph and get hit into Great Bay, then maybe. Oh, and the tilt kills Pac-Man, pulling weeds, and now it's all up to Game & Watch to get through 4 people, and Isabelle's not even that high % yet.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Game & Watch getting through Isabelle and maybe Min, because I believe he has Sothis.
Yeah.
But I mean, the biggest problem is he just doesn't. Like, he needs. The good thing is he also has Demon Style, I believe, and so he has the damage output potential.
There goes Isabelle, and he's not at very high damage. He could very well do this.
That he got that matchstick off, or whatever it is, at just the right time.
I feel like the move is just called Fire, because that's what the game was called. Anyway.
Maybe.
So we've got Min here. She's on a new build. Forgetful Style, Rock Mario, Victini, and Piston Hondo. The idea being that since basically all her attacks are smash attacks, boosting them would not be such a bad idea. And she's got Game & Watch 285%.
Yeah. She's doing good, but Game & Watch, she's gone even with Game & Watch, which is really good for Super Bash Sisters.
Yeah, like that. I mean, granted, like, Game & Watch still has his Sothis that hasn't activated. If he gets that, and then maybe gets the final smash. Oh! Bounces her against the roof. Game & Watch is really good at that.
Yeah, that was impressive. Like, how...
Oh! Oh, man, he didn't even get the Sothis. Ah, poor Retro.
That's rough. But man, good game from Super Bash Sisters, and very nice on Game & Watch for starting a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, Zero Suit Samus just had created such a big lead, and I mean, Pac-Man just wasn't able to handle Isabelle.
No, I think that was just a combination of like as you said, Zero Suit Samus she just was the perfect counter to Peach and Marth. Mm-hmm. And we're not really used to seeing that. Like, at least I'm not used to seeing that from Marth. I expected a lot more out of Marth than we got. And then, of course, Stage Jank killed Simon. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, Marth did deal like 100 damage. He just wasn't able to secure the kill when he really needed to.
Fair. Yeah.
And yeah, credit where it's due. I think Great Bay is looking to be a really good stage pick for Team Retro.
Oh, it is. It absolutely is. I can't think of it having worked against them significantly yet.
Yeah. So, on to the next match.
Highlight of the night!
So, match 2 is Classic Mode Champions versus the Beefcakes.
Woo! My team! Time to watch my boys go kick some ass.
So yeah, I mean, this is going to be a pretty interesting fight. The Beefcakes, currently one of 2 undefeated teams, versus Classic Mode Champions, which were one of 2 teams that defeated them in the main season. Last season 1. The other one being Villains, which was before anyone had builds, really. Well, it was all RNG builds. So it should be interesting to see if Beefcakes can bring the run back against Classic Mode Champions, or if Classic Mode Champions can take down one of the two undefeated teams.
Let's do it. I'm looking forward to taking them down.
Yeah, Classic Mode Champions versus Team Beefcakes.
And of course, we have mirror builds on Donkey Kong and Captain Falcon to start off with.
Yeah, I mean different styles, but yeah.
Yeah, different style, but I mean, it's still Gold Mario versus Gold Mario.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be very interesting to see. Gold Mario. I mean, in general, Gold Mario works on characters who have these like slow, powerful attacks because it lets you, tank a hit and get those attacks in.
Yep.
So like, I can see why both these characters have it. I feel like of the two characters, Donkey Kong is the slower, more powerful one. But we'll see how he does if he'll actually use his smash attacks and his special moves instead of just spamming up tilts.
Well, I mean, it's working for him so far.
Is it?
Kind of.
Is it though?
Falcons.
Is it though?
I mean, that was before
Is
I
it
said
though?
something. That was before I said something. Damn it, Falcon. DK, really?
And here comes Link. Link on a new style this week. He has Big B style, which he hasn't used before.
Oh.
Gone is the demon style that ravaged Season 1.
Yeah, had to admit that Link has not been doing as well, so let's see how he does on super high defense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that had some nice knockback to it.
Yeah, I mean, Big B style so far is the best style in Season 2 in terms of average damage numbers.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the reasons why we went with it. It's just, it's time to see what Link can... Oh, that's not good.
Here comes the car.
Yep.
Oh, alright. Well, he didn't die.
That didn't even do a lot of damage either.
I mean, that's Big B style for you. Big B and Halberd.
Fair.
But yeah, I mean, he's not taking damage, but he's also not dealing it, which is kind of a problem because he's behind.
That's basically the problem been with Link since like the end of the main season last year.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, is that gonna be another? Okay, stage morph killed, and I don't know. I don't think I count that as a stage morph kill for Link, but it is definitely one for Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
He just stood there and took it.
Yeah, he did. I'm not gonna complain. I wish Link hadn't have died, but I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah. And now we have Yoshi and Ike. Both of them are on new builds this week.
Yeah, Yoshi on Polar Bear to help him get off those combos he likes to try.
Mm-hmm. And Ike on a Hector, which helps. It's armor, but only for his smash attacks, which is why it's cheaper than Gold Mario. And I mean, he has used a couple smash attacks, and he's dealing good damage to Yoshi, so I think it's been worth it. But
yeah, it's definitely been worth it. Like, yeah, it'll be interesting. Man, those smash attacks are just killer.
Yeah, Ike has been pretty good this season. I mean, he got buffed this patch, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but, I mean, let's also give a little credit to Yoshi for being on the new build. Like, he's pretty much on Jigglypuff's build. Yeah. And he's still taking it to Ike. He's doing pretty good. No, don't. Oh.
There goes Yoshi.
Up there.
And, yeah, kind of two characters behind.
Yeah, alright Mario, we need another performance like last week.
Yeah, I mean, Mario could bring this back. He's been, arguably the best member of, CMC, since Season 2.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I should
it's
probably
either
pull up the stats. That would be useful.
it's probably either Mario or Luigi at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And now it's up to Luigi to make it through 4 people. That's not great, I don't think.
No, it's not. I did, but the game was dropped a few frames, so I didn't quite see what happened at the end with Mario until he was already about dead. So, oh well, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. And I mean, Ike is at such a high percent right now. Like, his build isn't even gonna do much anymore. Oh, there he goes. But like you know what I'm saying? Like his his Hector wasn't actually gonna do anything at that percent. But anyway, Wario comes in, Big B style, halberd, twin tail. Wario has been pretty solid, 300% damage average. So, yeah. That might be rough for Luigi to get through. I don't think he's going to do 300 damage this week, though, so that's something.
Probably not, but we will see. I mean, yeah, it's going to be tough to see, especially if Luigi keeps not, if Luigi keeps getting hit.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to actually, like, get stuff in against Wario and not take these massive hits like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, he's almost at his Sothis. If he can survive until then and get his Sothis off and get a final smash on Wario, he could kill. Wario does have Big B and Halberd, so it's going to be hard to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, Luigi is still, he's getting some of those knocks in. It's just such damage. With all that damage reduction, it's just taking forever.
And we're back on Mementos, Beefcakes home map. And he's almost at 100. He just needs to survive until then. It would be nice if he could KO Wario. Well, okay. Anyway, here comes the final smash. I mean, he's in the middle of the stage though. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't kill.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one nice thing about Hyrule Castle is that it has really short borders. Like, once you're at the ledge, things usually kill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gotta give it to Luigi though. He's
got those air combos. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Wario is going to take less damage because he has Twin Tail, and also everything else. But
yeah.
Still, good combos from Luigi. He's really putting in the effort. Does get hit by the bike a couple times. It's not great, but could be worse.
He's trying.
And next back to stage. Wario has his final smash at the ready. Oh, it connects. In this direction, I'm not sure it'll kill.
Don't think it will, but it might.
No, it does.
Unfortunate. Well, good game to Beefcakes.
Yeah, that was a massive victory. Ike was absolutely amazing.
Oh no, he was doing fantastic.
Yeah. So good job to Beefcakes for figuring out a new build for Ike that works.
Indeed.
And yeah, kind of a rough performance from most of Classic Mod Champions.
Yeah, I mean, I can fault Link still, the weak Link. Yoshi tried, but Yoshi probably did better than maybe we're giving a little credit for. And then I mean, Mario it looked like he got edge guarded or something.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't quite see what happened, and that's unfortunately, it happens.
Yeah. But yeah, Beefcakes are still undefeated, 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to that next match. So match 3 is Pokemon Masters versus Third Wheels.
Well, at the very least, one of these teams will not be a loser coming out of this match.
Yeah, and the other one will be very, very sad.
Indeed. Both teams are currently winless, but the strange part is, like, both of them have looked good. Like, some of it I think has just been, like, for Third Wheels, they just had some unlucky stuff happening, like the Min being offered up as their sacrifice on the altar last week.
Mm-hmm.
And, also talking about last week, Pokemon Masters just got, their match went 3 times, and just that third match was just so completely not in their favor. So, for however many times we did that match, I don't remember, do you?
Yeah, it was 3, yes. But, yeah, it should be interesting. Third Wheels have Richter benched. Makes sense, he's kind of been a struggle, though Snake has also been kind of an issue.
Yeah, that surprises me too.
And Joker has struggled, though they kind of had to bring him in because they ran out of coins. And Pokemon Masters has Pichu benched, which makes sense because I mean it was either I don't know if they had coins for a double benching, but yeah, like Pichu and Mewtwo are both at the bottom of their team right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think pick your poison at that point.
Yeah, I think the logic might be there's a lot of heavy hitters on Third Wheels, and that could cause an early Pichu knockout at that point.
That's true. So they're bringing in the famously heavy Mewtwo.
Yeah, I mean, he's not much better, don't get me wrong. Like, kind of as you says, kind of pick your poison, but at least there it's a little, every little bit helps.
Yeah, like that is the thing about Pokemon Masters, is that they're kind of locked into having 2 lightweights in the match, and if Pokemon Trainer decides he wants to make the switch, 3 lightweights. So that kind of can be an issue for their survivability.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just get into this match. Pokemon Masters versus Third Wheels. I don't know if you noticed me saying those team names very deliberately as I was frantically scanning both teams' lineups to make sure I got all the right AIs.
We'll just do another round of 3.
I did not. Okay.
You didn't do it right?
Nope, I did not. Alright, so first matchup is Pokemon Trainer versus Cloud. Cloud has been second best member of Third Wheels so far, behind Banjo.
Mm-hmm.
And Poke Trainer has been best member of Pokemon Masters, so this should be an all-out fight, or someone will fall off the stage.
Yep, one of the two. I mean, maybe they'll coordinate, and one will jump off the other side, and one will jump off the other.
Yeah, that could be sort of a lover's leap of sorts. Can't bear to fight each other. Anyway, Pokemon Trainer switching to Charizard, I guess, felt like he couldn't get enough damage in on Cloud.
Yeah. I think this is the earliest I've seen Charizard them swap out.
Yeah, at least this season. It happened a bit last season, but they're on different builds. And and here we have a Squirtle. I mean, like, the way the AI basically works is, oh, Squirtle falling out of that. Oh, no. Squirtle falling.
Oh, no.
Anyway, the way the AI basically works is that it seems to be that, like, when the Pokemon trainer takes a lot of damage, they switch, but that can lead them to Squirtle, which can die early sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jigglypuff getting some decent damage in on Cloud, but she's taking damage herself. And Cloud has his limit again. Doesn't connect with the full cross slash though, and he does recover.
Is he dead? Oh, so close.
Yeah. And oh no, missing the rest.
Oh, that's not good.
She does survive, but she's quickly running out of her polar bear. She's going to start taking knockback soon. Which means she's gonna have trouble dealing damage to Cloud. She's gonna have trouble walking up and doing those rests. Oh, but he's gone.
Nice.
She pushed him off the stage.
They really needed that. Like, Jigglypuff still has a little bit of a hard fight to go, but I mean, it's not as bad as it was. And to be fair, this is also Joker, so
yeah,
I do see that Third Wheels has moved off of the altar.
And now they are on Smashville.
Yep, really can't fault them for that after the last couple weeks.
And Smashville is an interesting stage. It is just sort of a flat area with a platform.
For a second, I thought Jigglypuff was just gonna float in place until she died.
Yeah, nah, she's smart enough to do the air dodge. Fortunately, directional air dodges are back in Ultimate. Otherwise, she would be screwed. Anyway,
I mean, she's doing good.
Yeah,
like, she's almost...
yeah. Joker has his final smash at the ready. If he connects with it, oh!
Ooh.
And there goes Joker, and in comes Banjo.
And,
this is a small stage. She did 15%. That's not really much, but okay.
It's not much, but you know, we'll take it. Take it.
It's more than the 0 it usually does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smashville. Very interesting stage for Third Wheels to pick. It's an illegal stage in Animal Crossing. At least in the old games, you couldn't make your city name, your town name, this 10 letters long. It wouldn't let you. So Smashville is an illegal name.
Interesting. Unfortunately, I have never played Animal Crossing, so...
Anyway, so it's a pretty much even fight between Lucario and Banjo.
Yeah, I mean, this is... You know, Pokemon... I think Pokemon Masters should be happy with what Jigglypuff did to, you know, basically make it an even fight for them.
Yeah, like destroyed Joker and finished off Cloud.
Yeah, and then I think, you know, Lucario's doing good. I would not, after the last few weeks, I don't know that I would have expected this level of play from Lucario.
Yeah.
So I think they should be happy to see this, because I generally look at Banjo's, at least as of this season, as being one of the better fighters on Third Wheels. Yeah,
I will say, Lucario does have a slight change to his build. Instead of Majora's Mask, he has Shedinja. So instead of all his stats being boosted slightly, he has his defense being boosted a lot.
Yeah, that looks like is definitely helping.
Yeah, like he's really sticking in there against Banjo, and he's keeping it even.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, it does look like Banjo's probably going to get the final smash before him if Lucario doesn't kill him first. So, Lucario will have to look out for that. I mean, he could do it. He's connecting with those Aura Spheres, and those will do a lot of damage now that Lucario's at high percent.
Yeah, this is one of those where, like, one good smash either way.
And that's the last Wonder Wing, so That's one big tool Banjo has completely gone.
Yeah. I mean, Lucario, as I said, like is at the point where just one good smash,
Yeah.
and that'll be it.
And here comes Banjo. If he uses his final smash and connects with it, it will kill. So
Yeah.
Lucario has to be very careful not to let himself get hit by it. It has a pretty big activation box, so he needs to stay out range. Oh!
Yep.
Yep, it's pretty big, and there goes Lucario.
Yep, bye Lucario.
But he did work to Banjo and Kazooie. Mewtwo just needs to do any damage to take them out.
Yep.
Just needs to do anything.
Like, literally anything that has knockback to it will probably kill from Mewtwo. And of course, you know, as soon as we say that, you know, nothing's gonna hit.
Yeah. Mewtwo is really having trouble connecting with anything. To be fair, he has Brick Wall style, which decreases his damage by a lot. But he's just not being able to connect with anything against Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah, no, he's struggling.
Like one, did he just teleport in place? Why'd you do that?
I have no idea.
Anyway, yeah, like he just needs like a down air maybe, or like any smash attack, or maybe a throw.
Yeah, I mean, any of those will do it. It's just he can't get anything to connect.
Yeah.
And the stuff he does get to connect is just like little damage that's not, it doesn't have the knockback to kill. And that's not what Pokemon Masters want.
Yeah. Like, yeah, Sonic and Snake have been like kind of rough this season, but they are pretty strong characters and they are just sitting there on the wings. They need to take care of Banjo soon.
Yeah, no, if Mewtwo can, like, Mewtwo has to knock them out. Because the thing is like, with, I mean...
Oh, no, doesn't kill with the up throw.
Oh, wow. Did not expect that.
Yeah, yeah, I think the Brick Wall style is really working against Mewtwo right now. His damage is just too low for him to get any kills.
It might be, because it's like, what?
He finally connects with an up smash.
Oh, finally.
And yeah, it does like half your damage. Mewtwo gets his Sothis off. Oh, but Sonic rescues him, letting Mewtwo come back to stage. Sonic is a good sport. And
I believe Sonic is the third wheel Sothis user, is that right?
No, he's got Meloetta. I don't believe they have a Sothis user.
Okay, interesting.
And yeah, Mewtwo has his final smash at the ready. I don't know if he'll connect with it. He does connect with it. I'm not sure it will kill. Yeah, no, but he did something at least. Used it when he had the chance.
Yeah.
You can't fault him for that.
Yeah, and I mean, especially with the timing, with stage jank, you never know. I mean, and as you said, it's just, it put damage on him, although if he can't follow that up, I mean, that Meloetta...
Yeah, Sonic is just kind of healing it away, huh?
Yeah.
That is kind of an issue with healer bills. You gotta be able to do the damage consistently, otherwise you just started charging their final smash.
Yep.
Um,
And I mean, he's trying. Like, he's actually having a lot more luck against Sonic than he was against.
Well, I'm not sure I'd say that.
I mean, he's really struggled against Banjo, and of course, you know, he probably did a good 30 to 40 damage to Sonic.
That is
he just
true.
did it so he just did it so piecemeally that it didn't stick.
But meanwhile, Incineroar, doing massive damage to Sonic and pushing him off stage, getting rid of him, and now it's time for Incineroar versus Snake. Even match.
Fight. Oh man, good job on Incineroar on doing exactly what Pokemon Masters needed.
Mm-hmm. Um, and Snake kind of getting hit by his own grenades there. That's kind of a trend with Third Wheels, I feel like. They've got a lot of grenades that they like to get hit by.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure the other teams don't mind that damage being knocked on them for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But yeah, Snake is at pretty high percent already. Granted, that does mean he's getting close to his final smash, which is always a danger. Like like I think, honestly, at this percent, I think it could kill.
Oh, it could absolutely kill, and this
Like
is probably going to be
Incineroar's
the
heavy,
end.
but he's taking. Yeah, there he goes.
Yep. Oh man, and such a good game, guys.
Yeah, a very close fight, but Third Wheels takes it, and Pokemon Masters is the only team in the league with 0-3 as their record.
Sorry, man, but that was a good match. Like, I don't think either team has, I don't think either team has room to complain too much with that.
Yeah.
Good performances from both sides.
Mm-hmm. Everyone, I mean, some characters I think struggled a bit in their matchups. Mewtwo struggled in his matchups, and Joker struggled in his.
Yeah, but I mean, the moment there is no character that is universally good against everyone else.
That's true.
And I think if you had them against different people, you could have again seen a very different result.
That is true.
And I think we kind of saw that because the moment Mewtwo finally got rid of Banjo and Sonic came out, like, he did a lot better against Sonic. Like, Sonic kind of has the problem of, like, a lot of his moves don't have a ton of knockback.
Right,
I mean,
so
the
he's
biggest
able to
problem was
survive.
yeah, I mean, if Sonic had not had that Meloetta, I think that Mewtwo, it would have been clear that Mewtwo did a lot better against him, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, on to the next match.
Mm-hmm.
So match 4 is Pintsize versus the Athletes.
Also known as the matches being hosted at the Maps of Death.
Well, I wouldn't say King of Fighters Stadium is the match of death. It's a map of death. It's a pretty polarizing map for certain teams. Basically, as long as you can't recover and you've got pretty good combos, then you can do really well on King of Fighters Stadium, I feel.
Yeah. But yeah, no, but before we get there, we have to do the Map of Death, also known as Big Blue.
Something interesting is that Pintsize has Meta Knight in for the first time this season. We saw him in the preseason on not this build, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see him. We'll talk about his build when we get there. It's an interesting build. Yeah. Anything else to say before we get into this?
I can't think of anything. Let's hit it into it.
Yeah, Pintsize versus the Athletes.
Yeah, and starting off with me, Gunner, and Meta Knight, it should be interesting. Because the last time we saw Meta Knight, he had Max Brass.
Yeah, and did well with it.
He did, and this time around he has
a Gravity Style and a Ho-Oh, which is interesting because he already has 6 jumps.
Yeah.
I guess they're really making sure that he doesn't die to Big Blue.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what it seems like it's coming down to, is he just does, they don't want him, they want him surviving. In that case, just don't use Big Blue would be my response, but, you do you.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting because All of Meta Knight's special moves put him into free fall, so where you can't use your jumps anymore. So I'm not sure how much, because I feel like he loses his jumps way too often. Not only does he have more jumps than anyone anyway, but anyway.
Yeah, and as we're talking about this, it's just like watching him do, like, you say, oh, he's going in free fall. Oh, he's about to hit the bottom of the map. No, he's got his jumps. And it's just that morbid curiosity.
Yeah. I mean, he always goes for it, I guess. So me Gunner, Sans is finally back. We haven't seen him in a while. But he's finally here again. New loadout for me Gunner. It's got the charge shot, which is new. I don't believe he's used that before. And I forget which side special she's got. Flame Pillar. That's also one we haven't seen. And she takes out Meta Knight.
Yeah, no, like me Gunner did exceptionally well. Like Meta Knight just kind of got owned.
Yeah, and yeah, there goes Popo. Oh, but there goes me Gunner, both dying to Big Blue.
Yep. And how long? So do we start taking bets on how long Nana's gonna last?
Yeah, I mean, like Terry is a pretty strong character. He's on a new build this week. He's on a Demon Style and Mill Tank, both of which are new for him.
Goodness.
And he's doing pretty well, getting in those Mill Tank combos.
He is.
Yeah, Ice Climbers are getting in damage. Well, Nana is getting in damage on Terry. Can't really call them Ice Climbers anymore.
Yeah. No.
I mean, the Halberd is sort of helping her soak up a few hits. Yeah, you know, sponge a few of that damage that Terry is dealing. Make his combos less effective. But Terry is in the lead, which is good for athletes. And we're on Athletes' home map, which is King of Fighters Stadium right now. Does not connect with the Buster Wolf.
Oh yeah.
I think they kind of wanted that. Doesn't even really try with that Power Geyser. I'm not sure what he expected. Nana is not that mobile. She could not get there, even if she tried. Oh, and yeah. There goes Terry. And Nana's almost at her final smash.
Wow.
Here comes Little Mac.
Did not expect that one.
Oh, and final smash. Oh, and Little Mac is small. He's on a new build this week. Great Zapfish. Doesn't seem to have done much, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, half of that was because of the
final smash. Yeah.
Final smash.
Kind of stalled out his time. And now we have Little Mac versus Olimar.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it to Nana. She hung in there a lot longer than I thought she would. Very nice.
Yeah.
And now let's see what Olimar can do.
Yeah, Olimar is kind of taking it to Little Mac in terms of damage. The Little Mac is almost at his KO punch. I'm not sure this will kill. Nah, it breaks Olimar's helmet, but that doesn't kill him, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh boy, though. That polar bear is really coming in handy.
Yeah, and Little Mac, I mean, he's kind of struggling because he doesn't have much of a build anymore. And oh no, on Big Blue, and that's it for Little Mac.
Oh.
He's not, like, he's trying. He's not getting back. He's done. He's dead. Like, I mean, we can compose a eulogy if he wants. No. Oh, and there goes Olimar. It's an even fight.
Yeah. And it's now Kirby versus the other me.
Yeah, Me Brawler also has a new loadout. He's got the shot put for his neutral special, the bowling ball. He's got a helicopter kick for his up special. And for his down special, he's got flip kick, which he used last season, but he hasn't been using this season. And Kirby might be able to get back from this, but...
I don't think so. There goes
but Me Brawler is going to have trouble too.
Me Brawler is probably not going to make it.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
I think it's just a matter of time.
Oh, I mean, he's trying. He's
He
going
is
for it.
trying.
But the road fell away. And now it's an even fight.
Back
Well,
to an even fight again.
yeah.
And can the surprise MVP of the week make a comeback? You know, survive Big Blue.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we'll be seeing Duck Hunt. Well, maybe. It's Meloetta on both. So maybe one of these characters will go gold again.
Yeah, it would definitely be a much more impressive feat to go gold this week.
I would say annoying more than impressive.
I mean, you're not wrong. It would definitely be annoying. But I mean, Villager's getting in that damage. He, unlike last week, where they just could not hit him, either the weird twisting and turning of Big Blue or something else. But like Villager's really got this. Villager just has Duck Hunt's number.
Oh. Well.
I mean.
I'm not sure athletes can entirely take credit for that one. Not to diminish their win, but I'm not sure they can entirely take credit for that.
Yeah, I don't think they can take too much credit for that. I mean, I think that is 75% athletes, and then at least 25% Big Blue, just reminding us why it's not a widely used map.
Yeah. So like Villager, Kirby, Olimar, half of the Ice Climbers were taken out by Big Blue.
Yep.
Now, granted, a bunch of Athletes members were too. Little Mac, and Brawler. That's it. But and Sans.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. Big Blue giveth, and Big Blue taketh away.
Yeah.
And that.
That's all there is to say on that. I will say, Ice Climbers and Terry had a really good fight on King of Fighters Stadium. Really back and forth, and congrats to Ice Climbers for taking that, and good job on Ice Climbers for waiting out Little Mac's giant form. That was very smart of them. Or very smart of Nana, because it was only her.
Yeah. I mean, just in general, very good to Nana for surviving as long as she did. She did fantastic.
And good on Sans for doing really good damage to Meta Knight, just completely destroying him.
Mm-hmm.
And on to the next match.
Yep.
Match 5 is Team Arsenal versus Team Excalibur.
And we now have a new name for this first map. It's called the Blue Altar.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a thing. Like, I'm not sure if we said it all recently, but at least in the preseason we talked about how you're only as good as your opponent's map. A corollary to that rule is that you're only as good as your own map.
Yep.
So you gotta be careful when choosing maps that have a really big influence on the match, like Big Blue does.
Indeed.
Because they can screw over your team too if you're not careful. Anyway, we've got Team Arsenal benching Inkling again, which makes sense. Inkling kind of did 40 damage last week. Versus Team Excalibur benching Young Link, who we didn't see last week. Makes sense, I guess. Kinda. What do you think about this matchup?
I mean, as we just saw, just looking on paper, I think Excalibur is probably the stronger team on paper.
Sure.
That Hero and King of Fighters stadium combination, it's not as bad. I personally tend to rank that like really high. Like it's not as bad as Beefcakes and Flat Zone X,
Yeah.
but it's probably
Yeah,
the
I d-
Beefcakes
I
and
did.
Flat Zone X of the season.
Yeah. Yeah. At least. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any character stage combo that's worked better than that. I mean, maybe too soon to tell, but maybe Game and Watch and Great Bay. But who knows?
Yeah,
We haven't seen
and
very much of him yet.
but as I said, that's on paper. Both of these teams are, to be fair to both teams, pretty good teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course we have Big Blue Alter.
Yeah.
That who knows how many like is clearly meant to be a riff against Excalibur, who do not have good recoveries for.
Sure.
So I get that, but I mean, at least half of Arsenal as well are gonna struggle to recover here, and said I think my gut feeling is this is probably just gonna come back to bite them.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, I suppose. Team
Indeed.
Arsenal versus Team Excalibur. So, yeah, opener is Fox on a Big Blue survival build, which usually don't work out, I don't think. So far, the Big Blue survival builds haven't helped much.
Yeah, and I mean, there's also the part of this where Fox is just kind of dead weight for the most part. At least in my very biased opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's dealt first blood to Robin. That's not nothing.
No, but
I find it hard to say it's something when Robin's already made it back, but it's not nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
is that it for Robin? I think that's it for Robin.
That might be it for Robin.
Oh, maybe. He's getting closer. He's climbing.
Trying.
He's climbing. He's going for it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he made it back.
That should be like an instant gold or something to survive.
Yeah. A Lazarus award.
Yeah.
But
And yeah, I mean, but he's already made up the damage that he took from trying to survive.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's pretty even right now, which is saying I don't think this stage is great for Robin's side special. I'm gonna say it. I think Robin's gonna really struggle to connect with those on this stage.
Yeah, he's gonna struggle, which I think is probably the only reason why Fox has managed to survive this long.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, to give credit to Fox, he has still done a lot of damage.
Yeah, and now Fox is on the one on the ropes, and he's gone.
As I said, he's dead weight.
Yeah. And decent damage on Robin though. K-Rool is gonna try and capitalize on that with his brick wall style Candy Kong and Meloetta.
Man, and to be fair, like King K-Rool can survive. Well, yeah, no, I was gonna say he can survive on Big Blue, but that's probably not gonna matter.
Yeah. Now that we're over on King of Fighter Stadium, and as soon as they're on King of Fighter Stadium, Robin's combos just improve massively.
Yeah, and
like we talk about here on this stage. Oh, there goes Robin. But I think Robin on this stage is very good too.
Yeah, no, well, as I said earlier, like I think that this is King of Fighter Stadium is just one of those where, for whatever reason, like, and it's not even other walk-offs like this that are just flat for whatever reason. Just for some reason on King of Fighter Stadium, a lot of these guys with good combos like Hero and Robin just get really stupid good.
Hero using his bounce to reflect the cannonball. That's fun.
Yep.
We love to have fun here.
Mhm.
Oh! K-Roll blocking the snooze.
Ah,
And yeah, it's pretty back and forth right now, but Hero's really running low on MP. He needs to actually hit K-Roll in order to make up for that.
yeah, he does. And but even if he doesn't, like, he's still got some good. His side smash is still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Carol is just taking it to him. You know, it must be commentator's curse. As soon as we called it out, like, he just, you know, Hero being awesome on this map, and now Carol is just taking it to him.
Yeah, and I think Hero's dead here.
Yeah, no, if Hero survives, it will be a miracle.
Yeah, there he goes. And here comes Byleth on a new build, actually. It's got Meloetta and Victini rather than... Oh! Doesn't take out K-Rool, though. And now K-Rool's got his Candy Kong activated, which means all his stats are going to be boosted for the next few seconds. Byleth, really cleaning up shop, in terms of damage at least, though hasn't gotten that kill yet.
Although the funny part is, like, Byleth might actually do better on this map than Arsenal was expecting. Like, a lot of his moves are... Yep, and there goes King K. Rool.
Yeah, a lot of his moves will sort of cover this entire stage, so he won't have as much of a problem with the angles.
Yeah,
as some characters,
like,
though, he will have problems with the road.
And yeah.
And now it's time for Roy versus Samus.
Roy, don't jump up. Roy, don't. No. Just, no. Stay on the little boat, Roy.
Samus using up her recovery, but she does make it back.
Uh-oh, I lost the... There we go.
Okay, you good? You got the feed still?
Yes, I'm good. I have the feed.
Okay. Roy is struggling to deal damage to Samus, which is kind of a problem because Excalibur is behind.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying, and some of it is
Oh
hitting.
no, I think he's dead. I think he's dead, yeah. And now it's all up to me, Sword Fighter.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, gets Samus off the stage. Me Sword Fighter has a new build this week, by the way, Polar Bear, which could be good, but also if he does touch Big Blue, he is dead.
Yeah. He has just got to stay he has got to stay on that until the map changes, which it should be coming soon.
Yeah, I really should keep track of the time, but
yeah, it's just one of those things that as soon as you think it's there, you know, oh hey, and it's not. But
and there goes Samus, and here we go with the stage morph, heading back to King of Fighters Stadium, and yeah, man,
that was a nice combo from Diddy.
Yeah, and Mi's just getting destroyed right now.
Yeah. Diddy's doing really good. You know, at this point, it's just either we need to see me. Oh man, that's kind of what we want to see from a me fighter, just to do that.
Yeah, I mean, he activates Diddy Kong Sodas, and he uses his final smash. This is going to do a lot of damage.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
60%.
I mean, say what you will, like, you definitely cannot complain about me Sword Fighter's
and this
performance this week.
He's dead.
Oh, that's it. That's unfortunate.
Bye.
Yeah,
Didn't go through the wall, surprisingly.
Who is that did well?
I was saying, me Sword Fighter surprisingly didn't go through the wall. He bounced off of it.
Yeah. But yeah, like, Team Arsenal taking a huge bet on Big Blue, and it managed to work out for them.
Yeah, I mean,
think
yeah, they really they really did well against taking out sort of Byleth and Roy through Big Blue.
Yep.
And I will say, K-Rool doing solidly against Robin and Hero as well. It wouldn't have worked out if they couldn't do that.
Yeah, no, like, it had Hero... If Hero had been able to do what we usually see from him against K-Rool, like, I have no doubt that we would have seen a very different match than what we saw.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know King K-Rool did fantastic. Fox kind of proved the point, what you said at the beginning of the match of, trying to build for Big Blue doesn't usually work out for you.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I mean, you've got to be careful not to build against Big Blue. That's a separate issue. But yeah, building for Big Blue can often cause problems.
Yeah, but congratulations to Arsenal.
Yeah, especially Ho, I find. Ho, like, it's good in a pinch, but it doesn't really save characters from Big Blue. Like, that's not really the problem with Big Blue, is that they run out of jumps. So, anyway, on to the final match of the week.
Indeed.
Team Mystic versus Team Villain.
I mean, both of these teams they're looking for a fight. I mean, Villains kind of struggled a little. They had a really good performance from Bowser week 1, and then last week I think that they got hit pretty hard last week, if I remember correctly. And I mean, Mystic's Mystic. They're scary.
Yeah, no, last week they beat Arsenal. First week Villain lost.
Oh, yeah, no, I could have... Oh, well. Because I could have swore that was the week that Bowser swept, someone, but maybe I'm...
that was preseason week 1 was when Bowser swept.
That's what it was.
Yeah, but anyway, let's just get into the match. Mystic versus Team Villain. So, we're starting off with Shulk versus King DDD. Shulk is 186 damage average, whereas DDD has 51. Huh. Interesting.
Huh. I mean, on paper, I know who I'm voting for that one. I mean, I also just have many memories from last week of watching Shulk do nothing and get slaughtered before the match that counted.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Interesting
So
interaction with the Gordo.
Yeah?
Yeah, sort of interesting interaction. DD seemed to have caught it somehow. Anyway.
Some very nice edge guarding, and I believe DDD has already worked to improve his average damage.
Yeah. So that is nice for him, I guess. And Shulk getting in solid damage too. It's pretty much even. I mean, DDD has his Sothis, of course. Can never count that out. But
Nope.
Oh, or you can.
Or he can just jump off on his own.
Yeah. And
he just decided.
Shulk.
Well,
That makes you worse in the air. Shulk.
okay.
Anyway.
Apparently, they just decided they were done fighting.
Yeah.
They're like, I gotta go home. Got all the Friday night anime to watch.
Yeah. So now we have Ness versus Wolf. Ness Ness's father just wore off, so he won't have his starting boost anymore. But he did decent damage with it.
He did.
And, yeah, Wolf with his combos getting some decent damage in on Ness. It's fairly even so far.
Yeah, I mean, Wolf is going even with Ness, which is, I mean, for villain, I mean, that's kind of what you want. Like, Wolf going even with Ness.
Wolf jumped off the stage. Like, he meant to attack Ness with his side B, but Ness dodged out of the way and Wolf died.
That's unfortunate. Because what I was trying to say was, you know, you kind of want Wolf going, like, even with Ness. Like, Ness is probably Mystic's, at least the most feared on Mystic.
Yeah, but there goes Ness, and now it's, yeah, it's back to a pretty close to even fight, I'd say, especially since Bowser started with 30%.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'd actually probably put this in, I'd honestly probably put this in Villain's favor at this point.
Yeah.
Although, you know, if people keep jumping off,
like that.
Like that.
Oh my goodness. I think villains are about to play themselves here.
I mean, at the rate we're going, it's just Zelda's turn. So, whenever she's ready to jump off, she'll just jump off.
That's true.
Like, although, you know, if Ridley gets a good clean hit on her, he could just straight up knock her out.
There we go.
Like
and
that. And we haven't even match again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that was the first actual real kill this match.
Yeah, no, Bowser killed Ness, I'd say.
Okay, yeah, that is true.
Anyway, so Corrin has tank style, Halberd, Quickman. Ridley has strategist style, Shine Spite, Balrog, Reaper, and Repat. So he's very much trying to get those side B grabs in. That will do massive damage if he connects.
Oh yeah. I mean, Corrin is just kicking his ass.
Mm-hmm. So, oh, there goes Ridley.
Oh, man. And now we have the true star of villain, the most evil of all of them, the Piranha Plant.
I mean, according to the damage numbers, at least he is. He has 319 average damage. He got gold both weeks. He could do it again.
The hell kind of fertilizer have they been giving him?
Great Fairy. And Majora's Mask.
I mean, what's his style like?
Tank.
Good night.
Now I will say, this stage is looking to be very helpful for Corrin because she would have died twice if not for those ceilings. So
oh, yeah.
there you go.
Mystic stage working for them, just like it ought.
And, oh my goodness, he wasn't satisfied with letting her fall off the stage.
No, he wasn't. He had to...
Feed me.
Like...
He,
as I said...
This plant wanted blood. Let's go.
He definitely feeds on the blood of his enemies.
Yeah, and Great Fairy activated, and it's, I mean, it's even damage.
Fight.
Dear Lord! He doesn't have a special move boost, he just does that.
Yeah.
It's not like... Okay, Dark Pit does have a defense minus, I believe, land style, but...
it's not that big a... I don't think it's that big of a defense minus, though.
Yeah.
It's not like demon style.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, oh boy, Dark Pit really needs to get damage in before Piranha Plant kills him, and also before Piranha Plant gets his final smash.
Yeah. Like at the rate it's going,
he's desperately trying to reflect that spike ball, but there he goes. And I don't think Piranha Plant went gold. I don't think he had enough damage left on the team to do that, but he put in work.
He put in the work. I mean, damn. That is scary.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, credit where it's due. Mystic was sticking in there for the most part. They were doing quite well with the stages. Villains was kind of having trouble with stage stuff this match, I feel.
I mean, there was like the first, so like Shulk, DDD, Wolf, Zelda, and Bowser all pretty much just decided to jump off.
Yes, yeah, sure. So,
Man, that
maybe I'm not even sure what walk-offs, but maybe like a bigger stage could help.
maybe, I don't know. I mean, that was literally, especially with like DDD and Shulk, that was literally, oh, I don't care about recovery.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna intentionally not recover.
Yep. Anyway.
Anyway, that was our week, and it was a fun week to watch.
Yeah, indeed. So very interesting stuff. Some characters. A lot of one-sided matches, but there are a few close ones, which is nice to see.
Yeah. Lots of sacrifices on the altar of Big Blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of people falling off stages this week. And yeah, see you all next week.
Later.
Yeah, bye everyone.